let's catch up. Okay guys, there has been a lot going on recently and I'm gonna fill you in. Currently, we're sitting in the sun, the winter sun, which is apparently relentless today, so I need sunnies on. I wish I could look you all in the eyes, but it's so bright out here, so sunnies are staying on. Sorry. So I've just had a morning coffee out here. I've been journaling, doing a lot of thinking. And yeah, I've got a bit on, and I figured I would tell you all about it. I was not planning on making a video today, so we'll see how we go. But yeah, but I didn't think I would be sitting here telling you guys that I am back at uni this semester. I've already started. I'm having surgery in a few days for endometriosis, hopefully, and I've just graduated from therapy. Honestly, if you told me in January that I was going to go to Bali for my birthday by myself, I would not have believed you. Yeah, this year just keeps getting delightfully surprising. Let's start with the biggest thing that is probably my greatest achievement. Yeah, I saw my psychologist on Tuesday and I feel like we just wrapped things in a perfect little bow, and I feel so much better in myself, in my decision making, in my boundary setting, being able to identify what I'm feeling. And yeah, it was just a really nice stopping point. And you know, I've put in a lot of work over the past 2 years and it has not been easy, but I did it and I'm here. And I don't know, I think from the outside I look like the same exact person, but I really do feel like I've had a massive transformation on the inside, and definitely the people closest to me would feel that. Yeah, I'm super proud about that, and yeah, obviously I'll go back and see her if I need, and I will always be the first person to say, get your ass to therapy. It is the best thing you will ever do. And so many times I thought that I was super self-aware and knew, you know, what led to certain experiences, situations, or dynamics. And yeah, I was humbled quite a few times, but I think all for the better. Yeah, it was just, obviously I don't want to share too much, but yeah, it's been a really big journey, and I don't know, I graduated. That was my turn, it's not hers. Obviously, I'm welcome anytime. But yeah, I said I wish I could have a cap and gown because I won't be graduating from uni anytime soon. But I will take that graduation for 2025. But yeah, speaking about uni, let's head inside and I'm going to get ready to do some readings and take some notes. And I'm going to yap to you guys about what I'm doing this semester. Never thought I'd be saying this in winter, but it is better inside out of the sun. Oh my god, it was so bright out there. But yeah, uni. Okay, so I did say it in my About Me video, but I'll say it again here. I am currently studying at the University of Newcastle, Development Studies and Global Indigenous Studies. So it's a double degree, which is super overwhelming, can I just say? Don't take that lightly. A double degree is exactly what it sounds like. It's a lot. I have been feeling pretty overwhelmed with it the past few years of trying to balance, you know, living out of home, paying rent, having a job, having a social life, and the balance that I really enjoy of being able to have mindful moments and getting lost in a book at the beach. Like, those things are super important to me. So I've never been about the uni student grind, which is obviously a super fortunate position to be in. However, that does mean that I have definitely lost my gusto at many points throughout this 5-year journey. So this year I did the hard thing and I called the uni up and I said, I need help. Something's not working. So what I did is I put my Global Indigenous Studies degree to the side. We put it on pause, done more courses or units towards my Development Studies degree, and I've already finished a placement within that. So yeah, we mapped out the path ahead, and I only have to do 4 more courses to graduate from development studies. Hopefully this time next year I actually am talking about a cap and a gown for real. But yeah, I really enjoy what I study, so it's super important that I can actually slow down and enjoy what I'm learning and soak it in. I don't want to just use ChatGPT and, you know, not learn or absorb anything. I think what I'm learning about, which is poverty, politics, geography, the environmental impacts, like all of that stuff is super important to me and my values as a person. So I don't want to rush through this. I want to take on as much as possible. I want to use it to inform how I move through the world, how I talk to people, how I bring in marginalized voices, even if it's in a conversation over dinner. That is who I am, and it's super important to me that I give this the time and energy it deserves. So on that note, what I'm going to be doing this morning is super fun. I'm just going to be reading and highlighting. Yeah. So I've been pretty organized and I've printed off all of my readings for the next few weeks and, you know, annotated at the top week 1. And so I finished this reading last night. It is all about the evolution of development theory. I'm not going to bore you with the details. And it's funny because this is all super basic stuff within this reading, but still just seeing things laid out. I was connecting dots that I hadn't connected before, and it's always good just to refresh your memory. So even on the basic readings that it's super easy for me to sit here and say, oh, don't worry, I know that. I'll save my energy for another reading. No, I was humbled. But yeah, also I got these really fun sticky notes that are transparent. I don't know, I really like stationery, so yeah. I have sticky notes here that I could use, but these are transparent and they're more fun. And if it's gonna get me to do this, it's worth my money. The $30 in printing to print off my readings, worth the money. I'm definitely a visual learner. I like physical, I like tactile, I like to actually highlight things. During the past 2-ish months, I actually deleted Instagram in the hopes that come time for the uni semester, I was feeling a lot more grounded and not as easily distracted. I was really trying to widen my attention span. So I've definitely been filling my time in by reading a lot. In the past few months, just to slow down, get back into my reading grind. And while yes, I've been reading like smutty, silly fiction books, it's definitely allowed me to read for longer chunks of time. So last night I smashed out this reading, and what I'm hoping today is to get through another reading, and then I've got another 2 to do before Monday, and it is Friday today. Okay, enough yapping and time to actually get into my reading for this week, which is all about post-development. So if I have any key learnings, I'm going to let you know, but enjoy me fast forwarding through all this reading. Wait. It is time to make some breakfast and maybe go on a walk because I need food, I need water, and I need break. Let's go. Alrighty guys, I just threw together brekkie. I made a baked bean style mix at the start of the week, so I just heated that up and put it on avo on toast. I'm gonna quickly eat this and then we're heading out for a walk. Let's go. In my baked bean mix-ish, I put red kidney beans, lentils, a couple cans of crushed tomatoes and onions, and then I just cook that all down. It honestly takes like 10 minutes to make, and it makes so much of it. I have had it every single morning for breakfast and I have heaps left over. I'll probably put that in the freezer so that next week when I'm bedridden post-surgery, I have a high protein fresh brekkie that I can eat. Let me know if you'd be keen for me to do a cooking, like vegetarian, how I get my protein in kind of video. Not that I really get my protein in, I don't know. Disclaimer, I did have an iron infusion this year. So don't come to me for like vegetarian health advice. But I make tasty food, so I don't know, yeah. When I am studying, I really like to do small chunks of work with a break rather than like a whole big chunk and then nothing for the rest of the day. I find that, you know, doing a chunk of reading and then putting on a load of washing and sitting in the sun for a bit, it gives my mind time to think and process about what I've just read or learned or written. And I even found after completing that other reading last night, I woke up this morning thinking about it. And I don't know, I just think it's good to give yourself time to process and think. I hate studying for long chunks of time. Like, ew, disgusting, gross. Would never be me. You would never catch me sitting down for like 4 hours. Catch me doing like a little bit here and then going for a swim, and then a little bit there and then going for a walk. Maybe if I was like smarter, I would like come up with a brain fact and put it here, but I don't know, listen to Alexis Fernandez do Mind podcast. She would have really great brain facts about that. I do not have the brain facts, but I'm sure it's a proven method. Every time I have the day off, I say I'm not going to go to work and make a coffee so that I can switch my brain off. And then I think about going somewhere else to get a coffee and I just can't do it. So anyway, come with me to work to get a coffee. I don't know, I'm biased, but it's just so good there. Yes, my lawn is brown. She's very brown. Moving on. Oh. Yeah, that was really graceful. I can open the door with one hand, I swear. I thought I would film me getting into the car, but it's actually filthy, so never mind. Let's go! I look like a tourist whenever I have my camera up like this. Anyway, can you believe this is winter at home? We're so lucky. As you all probably know by now, this is my favorite part of the walk, when I come around the corner and I'm just surrounded by water, and every single time I just feel so happy out here. I didn't get it on camera, but there was a pod of dolphins and they were going crazy for some fish. It's just moments like these when the dolphins are in abundance because there's not boats and jet skis everywhere, and I get to observe home when it's nice and quiet. I don't know, it's just a perfect day, and I know I get on here every single time. I'm harping on about how grateful I am and how privileged I am, but guys, I mean, if you live in a coastal town that is also a tourist town, you know the feels of taking those days when it's the off season but the weather's good. We don't take them for granted at all. But yeah, anyway, back to my walk, and I can't be filming too much because, as I said, this was a pretty impromptu vlog and my phone has 10%. But I've switched from doing podcasts on my walk to music, which sounds like the most basic thing ever, but for me, I always tried to use walks as a time to learn something new or catch up on events. That was always on a podcast, but it's been really refreshing just to bop along to some Paramore, and also my walks go so much faster because I'm walking to the beat and I am on one. My guy just went past on his bike, but he just passed me like 2 minutes ago, going the same way. Okay, that's a fun little butterfly effect. I'm gonna end on that note. Hey guys, I am at one of my favorite places in the world. I have so many memories here from when I was a kid, fishing and climbing on the fort behind me there. This is a really special place to me, and if you're from home too, I know that this is somewhere that we all feel has a little bit of magic. This rock pool in particular, I feel like when I come here, it's my H2O mermaid pool moment. I mean, I don't swim in there, it's not quite deep enough for that, but yeah, when I was a kid, this was definitely the place where I felt those big mermaid vibes. Do we think I can climb into this while holding the camera? Drum roll, please. Maybe. Yeah, David Attenborough who? And there's fishing line. Of course there is. We will be taking this with us. Anyway, here's the view, y'all. Yeah, I was always so scared to go in there as a kid. Hey guys, I just got back from my walk. My phone died right as I got to like the midpoint of the walk out on the water there, which was actually a blessing in disguise because I just had a really mindful walk home and it was really great, and I actually had a really good idea. I am not going to share it yet because I think it has some pretty big potential, but yeah, nothing like a walk in nature to inspire you. So I'm actually going to sit down and do some planning, brainstorming. Yeah, feeling super inspired. Sorry for being coy, but stay tuned, I guess. Alrighty, let's get into that now. How gorgeous is this journal? My beautiful friend Kian got it for me on her travels. She went to Uluru and the Northern Territory. It is so gorgeous, and I think it'll be the perfect grounding presence for this new project that I want to work on. Alright. What a great day I've just had. I feel super energized and my creative juices are overflowing. It has just been such a great day of filling my cup and listening to myself, and also it's been nice to just sit and reflect on how much things change and sometimes you don't even realize. So today was a really great day just to stop and kind of look around and see how far I've come. So yeah, thank you so much for coming with me, and I feel really grateful that I get to share that with you guys. Some of it was a little bit vulnerable, especially talking about the therapy stuff, but it's been absolutely central to this journey that I've been on with myself, and I think if you have the means and the opportunity, please do that for yourself. It's just been life-changing. Like, I've yapped so long to you guys today, but yeah, thank you so much for coming with me, and I'm really looking forward to sharing some more on my uni journey with you guys. And let me know if there's anything you want to see or any questions you have about uni, what I'm studying or how I study. I'm a little rusty, but I'll see if I have any tips to share. And upcoming videos, I'm thinking of doing a vegetarian cooking, how I get my protein, because I don't get my protein in. So I think it'd be nice for me to plan out some ways that I can make sure I hit my protein targets as a vegetarian and make it tasty. That's always my #1 goal. And the next video that you guys will probably see will be talking a little bit about my journey with having surgery, if I get the results and if I feel comfortable sharing it with you guys. But yeah, we'll see how I go with that. But again, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye! First of all, I've just spilled coffee all down my legs. Sticky, I'm sticky. That's money's worth as well.